Katherine was and has been another one of the people that I've been so inspired by, because when she was exposed to this and coming in, newer to real estate, and Katherine, I'll let you talk in a second here, but you were newer into real estate, been in the business for about a year, you were motivated. One thing I can say, Katherine came in and she was just ready. She was trying everything, whatever it took, trying to figure it all out, and showed up. And when I say that, I mean she showed up. She had this desire to just have an open mind and almost submit to the material and just like, okay, there's no option here, I'm in. And as a result, she had some phenomenal results. So Katherine, I'd love if you're open to sharing your experience through TIR.
Yeah, you know what, Jamie? I can honestly say the first 3 months were drastic. First month was just getting into the repetition, waking up at 5:30 a.m., just grinding, doing my gratitudes, doing my affirmations. I can honestly say it was the lessons that really hit home with me, and there's still some favorites. I think I'm still doing the TIR every day. What I can truly say is so I joined October, November and December were my highest months ever. I did 8 transactions in those 2 months. It was insane. I just, like you said, I just kind of let go. I just completely believed. I don't know. It was incredible. It really was. And then I went on the following, the beginning of the year, just when COVID was starting to hit, and I was hammering out the transaction. So it was fantastic because it really showed me that there was a way. And you're listening to somebody who was waking up every day. I just had like a pit in my stomach. I was scared for what the future held for me, not in a bad way, but I was always like, oh my God, am I going to be able to take care of me and my 4, teenage young adult kids? Are we going to be able to make it? Am I going to be able to put them through school? All these things constantly, like a vice grip at my neck. I can honestly say that. I know you guys can't see me, but it still makes me tear up to this day. And I can say probably the most important thing I've taken away from TIR is that you got to control your thoughts. And when you control your thoughts, you can control your feelings. And that was a major game changer for me. So if you guys can take away anything, it's that. If any of you have that pit in your stomach, or I don't know, that's my story. I had that pit, and this really helped me manage it and take it away. Like it literally gave me a new lease on life. So there. That's it.
Katherine, and you were one person, one of our clients that actually transitioned that annual income into a quarterly income. And you did it over a 3-month period, even with that first month, like getting your head around it all. But I remember when you realized it happened, right? And it's overwhelming when we're in it, but to realize that you actually did that, and we have other examples of people that have, it's just so incredible and inspiring to watch you do it, because you owned it, you did it, you set your schedule, you created this momentum. And you said something as you were sharing your story there, that you eventually started to believe it.
Yeah.
And when you believe it, that's when things started to really take off. And that's the power, again, of the community. And on our calls, we can have these conversations, because if we're not having these conversations with like-minded people, there's a good chance we're having them with somebody else. And if they're not understanding what we're going through or experiencing, they may not be as supportive. So the value of that community and just showing up, and you did, and I'm just so grateful for the journey you've been on. And in closing, if there's any advice you'd give somebody that might be thinking about it or on the fence, what would you say?
You know what, if you're not feeling the best, if you don't think you're giving your life everything you've got, if you just feel stuck and you're not where you want to be, don't keep continuing down that path. Try something new, give this a try. I swear, don't go for any of the gimmicks where people are trying to sell you a fast, I'll teach you how to make this much money. All you got to do is buy my marketing and this and that. Like, forget that. I've been down that road. I've done it. This actually makes you, Jamie's program actually makes you take a look at yourself. And every day I'm questioning myself. As soon as I get off track, because it's not one of these magic pills. It's not a magic potion where, oh, you just wake up and everything's perfect every day. It's a study, it's a habit, it's something you've got to do every day, and you're going to see when you get off track. And I think that's the most important part, realizing that you don't want to go back. You only want to move forward. And this is the program that can help you do that. So if that can just change anybody's mind, that's what it did for me. And that is worth more than any other program out there. So, and Jamie, you know me, I'm never going anywhere. we're gonna be friends for life. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to be starting the next session October 5th for everyone that's on the call. And